All right, you are live. Hey guys, so welcome back to another DOY Creations video. I am Jeanette, aka Sarayah. And before I get started, I always like to give glory, honor, and praise to the Most High Yah. Sorry for being a few minutes late, or maybe just a minute late. I forgot my glasses. It doesn't matter how prepared I try to be for these lives. I always forget something, and then I have to go and find it. But I'm glad I got at least a piece of napkin here so I can clean my glasses. I wait for you guys to get your notification and come in. Let me double check. Okay, so I got some water to drink. So make sure you got you a project and something to drink, and let me know what is currently on your crochet hook and how's the weather where you guys are at. Here in Chicago, where I reside, it was raining earlier. It has since stopped raining. So that is okay. It's supposed to get into the 90s today. So we'll see. And then I still have my, hey, Rose Crochet, how are you today? Let's put on some glasses since I have them. You say, good morning, beautiful Jeanette, and all of you other fantastic crocheters dropping in to wish each of you a glorious day in Jesus' name. Amen. Amen to that. Let's just turn around this way. Let me just be on a better angle here. So I got my project that I think I was sharing this with you guys on our last Sunday live. I still got my Craft Smart Fruitier yarn here, and I'm still working on. Good morning, Jackie. Jackie said, good morning, Jeanette, and everyone in the chat. How are you today, Jackie? Good morning, Evelyn. How are you today? You say Halloween costume. Is that what you're working on, Evelyn? You getting started early with your Halloween costumes? So I changed this up again. I was sharing with you guys on a previous video that I was going to be making a shrug, but y'all, this is going to be something else. Good morning, my beautiful friend, Miss Glow Crochet Creation. That's Gloria. She said, morning, Jeanette, and everyone in the chat. How are you today, Gloria? You say yes. Okay, Evelyn, you get started early with that. All right. So I got this large granny square. I still working on the same granny square, but I'm thinking about, instead of making this into a shrug like I initially started, it just might end up being a cardigan. It might end up being a cardigan. I have changed my mind. Do you guys do that in the midst of your project? You headed in one direction and then you end up in another direction. You ever do that? I'm good, and I'm doing good too, Gloria. I am doing good as well, and I'm glad about it. And I just got some water. I had my breakfast this morning. I ate just some yogurt with blueberries and some frozen waffles. Kudos to me, right? I was like, you know what? Before I go online, because it's early a.m. here, I said, before I go online, let me get something in my stomach. I need to eat. Okay, let's eat first. So you can have the strength, right? I need the strength. Mirella, you said happy Sunday. I hope I said your name correctly. Happy Sunday, everyone. First time participating, but I love your videos. Oh, thank you so much. And thank you for coming into the live. I appreciate that so much. You say, yes, ma'am, I do all the time. Yes. I'm like, I think I want to make something else with this yarn. This yarn. Because sometimes the yarn talks to you. You know, you be like, and I be telling people that, let the yarn talk to you, okay? Let the yarn tell you what needs to be made with it. Not literally, but I'm saying figuratively. Takesha, good morning. She said, good morning, Jeanette and everyone. How are you today? So good to see everyone. Thank you so much for being here with me on this Sunday morning. Y'all know I appreciate it so very much. Hey, Regina from Adam's World. She said, hello, everyone. How are you today? How was it percolating, girl? How was it percolating? So today is pretty, it's going to be pretty warm out here. I hope my fan is not disturbing you guys because she ain't gonna be able to say it. She's not gonna be able to talk while it's hot like this. You're very welcome, and you pronounce it correctly. Oh, awesome. Thank you so much. I appreciate you being here with me on this a beautiful Sunday morning. For this is the day that the Lord has made. Let us rejoice and be extremely glad within it. He didn't have to do it, but since he did, let's rejoice and be so thankful. Try to do something kind for yourself today. I always say, we always say do something good for somebody else. And sometimes we forget about ourselves. So do something good for you today. How about those apples? It's percolating right along. I figured it would, Regina. Regina, okay. You say hallelujah. Amen, right? We always saying what we need to be doing for someone else. And that is a good thing as well. However, don't forget about numero uno. Don't forget about you, okay? So I'm making, again, you guys, this is going to be a cardigan. I was inspired. Gloria from Miss Glow Crochet Creation. She inspired me with that vest. If you guys are not part of Miss Glow Crochet Creation, check her out. Her work has been so inspiring to me with her baseball hats and her vests and her beautiful earrings and things that she's creating. I got inspired. I'm like, do I do a vest? I haven't done a crochet vest in a while. So hang in there with me, guys, so y'all can see what I create. Good morning, Jaden. You say good morning, everyone. I'm working on my first hat today. Oh, awesome. That is going to be your first hats. Hats are just the best thing to make. I always tell people for new crocheters, if you are new to crocheting, start off with chains, just getting your hand used to holding yarn and holding a crochet hook. And scarves and hats was the first thing I started making. I think they're the most easiest project to make for beginners. Okay, guys, if you are not part of Miss Glow, okay, Crochet Creation, she has been inspiring me. So if you need some inspiration, I hope I have been inspired you guys as well. But we look to each other to inspire each other because I'm like, oh, I should make that hat, and oh, I should make that, and oh, I haven't made that in a while. So check her channel out. There's the link right there. You will not regret it. Yes. Any plans for today, you guys? Anything on y'all agenda? Is it just going to be a chill day for you all? What's on my agenda is I'm working on another tutorial. Okay. I get people to ask me to do certain things, and I be taking a long time to do it, but eventually, I get around to doing it. And I like to do tutorials when I feel like doing it, versus when I feel like I have to do it. I do a much better job when I just let it flow on its own. You know what I mean? I do things better when it just flows on its own. You say, thank you, Jeanette. You inspired me. We inspire one another. And that's what we're supposed to do, y'all. It is a lot going on in our beautiful world today. So we got to inspire and uplift each other, right? Inspire and uplift each other. Stop playing. You say, on this Sunday morning, I am starting on a crossbody bag using granny squares, okay, sunflowers, to match my ruffle hat I made, and I am crossing my finger. It turns out good. Good for you. I love it. When people tell me about the ruffle hats, like, oh, ruffle hats, they are here to stay, okay? Ruffle hats are here to stay. They are beautiful. They are elegant. You can make it colorful. So I'm so glad to hear that. Yes, thank you. Thank you. Thank you for joining her channel, Rose. She appreciated so very much. Hey, Karen, how are you today? She said, hi, Jeanette. I was, if you was doing a tutorial on the granny square. Yes, Karen, I sure am. I sure am. And you would have it available this week. Yep, I sure am. Yes, Jackie say, I am doing good. I'm almost done with my C2C blanket. It's hot, but um, I'm sorry, my phone's still a little dirty. But I had, what is that? Hibernated in the house with AC. Any appointments are made early morning. Yes, Jackie. Awesome. Jameson, I plan to clean up the house today. I think it'll make me feel better. Clean house should always make us feel better. Okay. I got up this morning. I didn't have too many dishes to wash, but I went on and washed those dishes, and I have just one load of clothes to wash. So that is in the washing machine because I work Monday through Friday. So I try to get all that stuff together for the week so that I can have a smooth week, right? At least doing my part. Listen, that's all I can do. She said, thank you, Rose. Hooking and stitching. How are you? You say Sunday morning. You say Sunday blessings to all and knitting baby booties. Awesome. Thank you so much for being here. I appreciate it so very much. Hi, Crystal. You say hello, DOYcreations. How are you doing? I am doing great. How are you? I am working on an amigurumi. It is a bear. I am new to your YouTube channel from, oh, awesome, all the way from Canada. So welcome. Thank you so much for being here. I hope you enjoy your stay. I appreciate it so much. You said you're very welcome. Can't wait to take a look. Yes. Good morning, I Smith. How are you today? Thank you so much for being here. I appreciate it so very much. Howdy, Granny D, one of my what? Dessert Squads members. That's Knit Pearls and Squirrel with Granny D. She said, hey, beautiful and classy Jeanette. Love you too, Granny D. How are you doing today? How's the weather? She said, howdy do, y'all. Yes, one of my dessert squads. And if you want to see my dessert squads is all about, click on that join to see what I'm talking about and see what I'm doing. Just had a beautiful giveaway with my dessert squad members. Good morning, my beautiful sister Lisa from Original Afrocentric Design. She said, good morning, everyone. How are you doing? Your family doing? Love to all. All is doing well. How about on your end? Yes. Hey, Satika, how are you? She said, good morning, blessings. Good morning, blessings to you as well. How are you today? I hope you're doing well. Charlene, how are you? She said, good morning, everyone. Charlene, how are you today? Thank you so much for being here. Yes. Thank you for dropping links. You said working in the bougie squirrel nest, so a blanket. Howdy to all. Yes, Granny D. Yes, everybody's speaking. Marsha Lee, OMG, how are you? That's Marsha is Blind Stitches Creations. Long time no see. She is one of my, she one of my OGs, you guys. Marsha Lee is one of my OGs. She's been here with me since I pushed that join button. Marsha Lee said, good morning, Miss Janet. Virtual hugs. Yay, finally catch you this morning. Hi to everyone in the chat. Thank you so much for being here. You know, I appreciate it so much. Jane is saying, I also just found out the person that gifted me a bag of yarn is cleaning her yarn room and plans to give me more. I feel so blessed. Wow. You know, sometimes when we're going through these inventory and we know we've been sitting on some yarn for a while, listen, give it to somebody else that can really use it. and create something beautiful with it. So that's a blessing. Say what? Say what? Hey, beautiful Kelly from I Bring It Every Day. She say happy Sunday, DOY Creation in chat. How are you today, Kelly from I Bring It Every Day? Yeah, I'm bringing it every day. Sanita make crochet items. Hey, Sanita. She say good morning, all, and happy belated Marsha Lee. Happy belated what? Yeah. So awesome. Thank you all so much for being here with me today. You know, I appreciate all of you guys. You say, I am good, Miss Janet. Just celebrated my 44th birthday. Oh, wow. 44 young yesterday. Woo-hoo. Can't believe it. Still feeling like I'm 23 years old. God is awesome. Yes, He is. Yes. Girl, time gets away from you when you're having so much fun. So that's why you got to embrace time and try to find things that really make you feel good, look good, and all of the goodness, right? I'm also looking for your yarn donation. Oh, Marsha Lee said right here. She said, I am also looking for yarn donations as well. If anyone is interested, just let me know. Thank you. So if you are trying to get some yarn off your out of your inventory and you just like, you know what, I listen, who can I bless with this yarn? I'm overflowing, my cup run it over. Okay, sometimes our cup run it over with all this crochet stuff. Marsha Lee said please contact her, that would be such a blessing. Jaden said happy birthday, I hope it was incredibly wonderful, Marsha Lee. Yes, that is just so awesome, you all. And I'm telling you, it's a blessing. Y'all know my saying. It is a blessing to what? Be a blessing. It's always a blessing to be a blessing. So, you know, that is a blessing. So I got this Crafter Smart Fuchsia yarn that I'm working on, you guys. I pretty much work on it when I go to work. Right now at home, I'm just trying to get some tutorials that folks have been asking me for. And I'll be honest with you guys, I've been procrastinating. I've been like, you know what? I don't feel like it. I just don't. But when I do feel like it, I be on a roll with it so that I can do a good job. Because when I do something I don't feel like doing, y'all don't see the behind the scene of content creators, okay? We have to be editing over and over and over again, or we delete the video altogether and start over. And don't let your Wi-Fi mess up. That's a whole different story, okay? That's a whole different set of issues. So I like to do things when I absolutely feel like doing it, and it turns out so great. If you missed the tutorial for my flower earrings, you might want to check it out. It's a quick and easy pair of earrings, and I think it'll go great for a crochet craft fair. You know, you're having a craft fair show and you saying, okay, what can I make quick and easy? I think earrings is one of those things because a lot of people are at warmer cities and states and they don't want anything too bulky. So earrings is always one of those things where you could just, you know, put on and don't even know you're wearing it, you know, especially if you're not an amigurumi type of person. Now, Shondell and so many of you guys are like amigurumi kings and queens out here. I'm not an amigurumi type of connoisseur. So, but I love to see it. I love to see people making it and saying how easy it was. It's not so easy if it's not your passion, right? I try to stay in my lane, y'all, because if it's not my passion, I can't. I could, but it don't always work out that way. So I don't know, you guys. But anyway, I can't wait to get to the point I can make blankets and gift them to people in need. Stuff like that has helped my loved one. Absolutely. Absolutely. When you get always you can find someone right in your own neck of the woods that may need hats or scarves, or especially as the weather gets a little bit cooler. If you making them now for donations, if you make them now, it'll be ready for the fall and the winter. Now I'm in the Windy City, you guys. It gets cold here. Okay, when I talk cold, we talking I don't want to go outside type of cold. So you definitely got to make sure that if you are planning on doing any type of drive or donations, please make sure you start now so you can stack up a certain amount. You know what I mean? So you can have a certain amount. Malika, good morning. How are you today? Thank you so much for being here. Gloria, thank you for dropping Marsha is Blind Stitches creation link. She is on YouTube so that you guys can find out more about her. And if you do want to send her something, you can definitely, message her and, get it on over. I just sent out a lot of packages, and the way that the post office has went up, oh my goodness. I'm like, so I sent out some packages and it was kind of pricey, but if you do, have something spare and you can afford to, by all means, do. You say, I want to know what's your favorite yarn to use. I'm be honest with you. Red Heart. It's my favorite yarn to use. I enjoy a lot of yarns because, thank you for asking that question. I enjoy a lot of yarn. I enjoy the different texture of yarn. You got to get to a craft store to really start feeling on different yarns, but not just feeling them, seeing how well they work up. Red Heart yarn is one of my staple yarns that it will always be like my first love, right? Although I may enjoy a lot of other ones, Red Heart Super Saver yarn is my favorite yarn. What is your favorite yarn? You said you are doing well. Thank you. I am so glad to hear that you're doing well. I still have to learn how to switch yarn and crocheting, but when I do, I'm using all my little cakes of yarn up. Yes. And you know what, Jaden? Be patient with yourself. One thing about craft and crocheting, knitting, painting, whatever craft you have, you got to have a level of patience with yourself. And when you have patience with yourself, it goes a whole lot smoother, right? If we try to go too fast, it can take the fun out of it. And we don't want, our craft is here to have fun, whether you're doing it as a hobby or whether you're doing it as a small little business like I do. My craft is not a hobby, it's a business. But whatever your reasons of doing your craft, make sure you enjoying it. And if you ever get to a project where it's just not, put it down, park it, and come back to it. You know what I mean? Because we always want our craft to be enjoyable. The moment that it doesn't become enjoyable, I sit it down, I go do something else, okay? Find me something else to get into, and then I get on back to my crocheting. Because sometimes my crojo, let me tell you about my crojo. I don't know how y'all crojo works. Sometimes my crojo leaves the building and didn't even let me know. Can you give me a 2 weeks notice, crojo, that you on your way out? So sometimes, that happens. And so be patient with yourself. Okay, try to be patient with yourself. We were patient with everybody else. Be patient with self. Hey, King Morgan. He said, hello, everyone. Long time no see. How are you, Tyrone? I hope you're doing well. I hope your family is doing well. Hey, Nisi from Freehandly Made. She said, hello, DOYcreations. The boys are still asleep. Looks like we will be staying home this Sunday. Hey, sometimes your body just need a little bit more rest, right? And children, they get very tired too, okay? So, yeah, let them sleep. When they sleeping, that means you got peace. Take that moment to chill, right? You say, I just mailed my daughter 3 bags of chips. It cost me $22 from California to Minnesota. Girl, listen, I just mailed out, and just one of the package was over $32. I was like, when the shipping for one package was over $32? I'm like, okay. She pulled out the tape and did the measurements and all that stuff. And I was like, okay, so it's a little pricey. So yeah. You say, okay, yes, I use the same. Yeah. I tell anybody, especially for beginners, crocheters, go to the Dollar Tree, because the Dollar Tree has a multiple textures of yarn. They have the fun fur, they have the squishy yarn, the acrylic yarn, the cotton yarn, the mixed blend yarn. So that'll give you an opportunity to see exactly what yarn you like before you start spending too much money. How do you soften red heart yarn? Fabric softener. You can use red heart fabric softener. And sometimes people don't, when you're making a hat and you making a scarf or you making a blanket, make the project first. Because somebody said they were soaking their yarn before they actually crocheted. And I'm like, that's going to take a long time to dry. Yarn, you got to spread it all out. So what you can do is you can get some fabric softener and make whatever project that you're planning on making, and then use the fabric softener to soften that sucker up, and it be soft like any other yarn that is soft, right? There's a tip. Hey, Elaine with Passion for Yarn. How are you today, Elaine? She said, hello, Jeanette. Elaine, how are you doing today? It is so good to see you. Everybody's speaking. Elaine, say hello, everyone in the chat. Oh, thank you so much, Nisi. I appreciate that so very much. It's gonna be pretty hot here today, so I got on my extra short sleeves today. It rained it, so I already know after the storm, the humidity becoming very hot, and I'm gonna be out today, so I gotta be cool. I got my fan on because the way that my personal heat be heating up on me. Woo, child, keep some water on you. I'm telling you, keep some water to stay cool. Most important, it must be made with love. Most importantly, it must be made with love. If it's not going to bring you joy, don't let it bring you pain. Okay? Don't let it bring you pain. Your projects will bring you joy. And sometimes when I get those projects that is a little bit complicated, I like to do increments of rows. Like I do a row today and a row tomorrow, because sometimes, it could be a little bit much. You said, I love to crochet and it relaxes me. As long as you still on the relaxation mode, you're doing good. You're doing good. As long as I don't know what don't do that. What was that thumbs up? We do thumbs ups around here. That thumbs down trying to come. Keep it up there. What you doing? What you doing? Yes. You said patience and try your best to not give up and finish the project. I found that when I don't finish it, I start to lose interest. Yeah. You know what? Sometimes that's why people have like multiple projects. They have like 3, 4, 5, 6 whips at a time so that they don't lose interest. Now, y'all know, if you don't know, if you're new to my channel, welcome. And if it's your first time visiting one of my live chat, I appreciate it so very much. But let me share something with you guys really quick. I only allow 3 whips at a time. I used to have a lot of whips on my hook, and what happened, I wasn't organized with them. I have learned so much by being here on the YT, how important it is to like get totes from the dollar store, or you can buy beautiful project bags. It is so many people on the YT sell project bags, distinctly handcrafted. I mean, her bags is thebomb.com. So get your project bag and do what Pamela from Pamela Crochet and Knit Corner says. Get those postal cards, those index cards, write what hook you're using, write what tutorial you're following or pattern you're following, and just get all the details, you know. So if you're going to be getting more than one project, make sure, you know, you got your stuff in order. Y'all, I didn't have mine in order, so I was all over the place. But now I can only allow 3 whips on my crochet hook because they be whipping me, y'all. I'm gonna be honest. They be whipping me. I just don't know. You speaking, everybody's speaking. You said right, laugh out loud. You said, I've been trying to switch between hobbies when I need digital art, mini books, zines, programming, knitting, crocheting. I love my hobby. That is so beautiful, especially when you can do more than one hobby. It just keeps you interested in your craft, right? And that's why people get multiple whips because it keeps them going. Like if I'm making a hat, my other whip may be a scarf, my other whip may be a cardigan, and I'll try to rotate those whips so that I don't lose interest, because you can get bored. You can be like, okay, this is just a repeated stitch, and sometimes you can get bored from that repeat. So doing more than one project at a time can help. Everybody is speaking. Nisha said, my crochet suffering when I'm facing deadlines. And you know what? I don't like that pressure. Like, I don't know. You know, you get a certain age and everything's got to be a little bit more gentle. You know, I try not to put too much pressure on myself because stress is real. Stress is real, y'all. I can't do it. Once I make the deadline, my crochet tends to crash and burn for several days. And sometimes your body be just like telling you, you know, listen to your body. When my body tell me to put this hook down, I don't force it. I don't force my crocheting. When my arms and my hands start getting, you know, feeling tense, or my shoulders and neck start feeling tense, I put it down, give myself a few days to come to myself, and I'll pick it back up. And then I really have the energy to do it. But when I just say, oh no, I got to get it done. No, the heck I don't. No, I don't. Yes, when I'm doing a project and I get a little upset, I walk away for a bit. You have to walk away from it. That's anything. That's even your boss. You know, you could be at your job and your boss will start, you know, got all these demands. You be like, you know what? Excuse me for a second. Let me walk away, go in the bathroom, calm myself down, drink me some water, drink me some coffee, and come back, because the way I'm feeling right now, the results won't be good. So I don't care if it's your craft. I don't care if it's your children. I don't care what it is. When a situation starts tensing us up, you got to walk away from it and come back to it. Let me come back to you. Don't walk away from me. No, I have to. It's very therapeutic to me. There's my sister, Christine. Hey, sis. She said, good morning, sis. And everyone in the chat, have a blessed week. God bless all. Most High bless you as well. How are you today? I hope you are doing wonderful. Golden Age Crochet, welcome. You say good morning, everyone. How are you today? Thank you so much for being here. I appreciate it so very much. You say, I really love the color choices with red heart, and the color tends to be more vibrant. You know, one thing about a lot of these yarn stores and a lot of these yarn makers, you know, they know that red heart and a lot of the big box brands has really come a long way with really trying to give us a lot of varieties, and they trying to come up all Karen Simply Soft and Hobby Lobby, I love this yarn, and all this stuff. Honey, these colors, the way that these colors be, it's beautiful. I love it. I love it. I love it a lot. I love it a lot. Yes. Good morning, Virginia. How are you today? Thank you so much for being here. I appreciate it so very much. You say today, let's see if I can pull that up just a little bit so I can read a little bit better. Today we go and pick up little man's new emotional support dog. He's a puppy, 8 weeks old. Little man has no idea. Should be fun watching the expression on his face. Oh, that is going to be so nice. I hope you record it so we can just enjoy it along with you. Yeah, that is so awesome. You said I used to spray bottle. I put water on my favorite softener in it and spray my project. That's another great tip. That is not only does it smells good, right? It softens it up, and that's another great tip. Passion for Yarn Elaine say, I am doing fine. Thank you for asking. Take it one day at a time. That's all we can do, right? You got to take this life one day at a time. Anytime you try to take it more than one day, we get overwhelmed, right? We get so overwhelmed. I can only stay in this moment right here that I'm in on this live with you guys. I can't even go past that because every time I do, I can just feel the anxiety like, okay, you're putting too much on yourself. So taking it one moment at a time, one day at a time is always good. Oh, yes. You say I tend to put more pressure on myself than those people that I am creating for. I'm trying to learn not to do that. I had to learn not to do that. Like everything is a learning process, right? Like I know I want to give this to you. I know I want to make this for you, but if I don't calm all the way down, it's not going to work out right. I'm gonna keep frogging it. I'm gonna keep frogging it. I'm gonna keep frogging it because my heart is in it, but maybe not my whole heart. I don't know. So yeah, that takes practice, Nisi, but you'll get it. You'll get it. You say I have 2 whips on my hook. I can't do more than that. It stresses me out. I can only do 3. 3 is what I can do, and 3 is what I'm only going to do. And sometimes I just have 1. But just to break the monotony of doing the same thing, I'll grab another one. Sometimes, not all the time. I got two currently on my hook right now. 2 projects on my hook. My other one is on my couch over there. So, yeah. You say I have so many whips. I need to butterfly level. I know. Yeah. When I have all those, I really don't get anything done. I don't get a lot done. Yes, thank you, sis. You say with my autism, I hyper focus on one hobby for the last 3 years. It's all things to do with crochet to include Tunisian. Awesome. Hey, I'm autistic too. I have ADHD. I think that's why I can do different things so often because your mind is just constantly working, right? Passion for Yarn say I had the same rules of just having 3 whips, but I broke that rule and now I have too many whips. Well, you know what, Elaine from Passion for Yarn? Just try to get one done at a time. Like, okay, I got that one done. I got that one done, and try to get it back down to 3. How about we get it back down to 3? Yes, Elaine. That's okay. We can't be too hard on ourselves because that doesn't help anybody or anything, right? Being too hard on ourselves, right? You talking to Jaden, and you say, Nisi, I think I'm opposite of you. What you say, Nisi, I think I'm opposite of you. I can't keep just one thing. If I were to only do 1 or 2, I think I'll lose my mind. I'm all over the place kind of girl. Ain't we all though? And we all, you know what I'm saying? It's like what we don't understand. I'm going to share this with you all, but let me, maybe it's just how we are as people then. Yeah. I'm almost finished with my knitted scrap yarn blanket. I just need to knit 2 rows. Awesome. I don't think so. everyone is so individual. Do what you like and like what you do. If you are doing those, then maybe change is needed. A change is always needed. And you talking to Golden Age, I let y'all talk. You talking to Nisi. As much as it is crucial, hear me clearly, as much as it is crucial for us to know what's going on in the news, in the world, around us, sometimes it could be overwhelming, right? It could be so overwhelming, and we don't know how that affects us psychologically. So you could be watching a program, or you could be watching the news, right? And before you turned it on, you may was feeling good, you was optimistic about life, you was hopeful, you was all of the good things. And you turned to the news, and now your energy, without you knowing it, it just plundered down. It just went downwards. So sometimes we have to really pay attention to what we are watching, what we are listening to, what we are talking about. You know, all these things plays on our emotions, right? You like, but it's still important for us to know what's going on. That is true. But some people watch the news like 24/7, and that is not healthy. It's really not. It's like 90% of the news is going to be bad news. The other 10 is probably going to give you some kind of hope or some type of recipe. So it's like balancing, just like you got to balance your work or balance your chores around the house, balance your projects. You got to balance what is going in your ear, what your eyes are seeing, what we're seeing and hearing. So be careful with that. Be like, you know what? I'll listen to the news and I'll be like, okay, enough of you. You're bringing me down. You're bringing me down. And I'm trying to stay up as long as we know our limits. That is the main thing. I have done the same thing, but I always come back to crochet because that's why we get a craft in. Like I be hearing, you know how you got therapists or, you know, people that help people out. Some of the tools that they tell them to do is crochet, knit, find a craft, you know, a color, you know, diamond paint, whatever it takes to get us in a better state of mind. You say ADHD equal squirrels, ADD, butterfly, left out, Jaden. I'm in the same boat. I can't keep with just one or two, so I float between things. You know what? I just realized in life, we all going through something. You know what I'm saying? Everybody's individual, but we all got a story to tell, right? You said I completely understand. I changed a lot. Sometimes I can only do one thing, and sometimes I have 5 things in progress, but I'm learning to love my brains. Yes, Jada, that you got to. Hey, Stacy. You said hello, everyone. That's Stacy Face Create. How you doing today? You said absolutely. Your emotion well-being is most important. Your well-being, your mental. Okay, first your spiritual, your mental, and your physical. It's so important. It's like they all work in sequence. And when one is out of whack, they all become out of whack. So work on your spiritual, work on your mental, work on your physical. It's so important, y'all. You said, thank you for making such a nice place to be. I get nervous about talking to others, but this is nice. Oh, I'm so glad to hear that. You know what happens is you can bring up a topic that you think you're the only one is thinking about. And as soon as you put it out there, you get so many people can understand exactly what you are experiencing, how you are feeling. You know, listen, this is a big world that we living in, and we all need one another in some capacity, right? We all need one another in some way. So if I share something and you may thinking, well, I don't want to say that. I don't want to be looked at a certain way, or I don't want to be embarrassed. And you come to find out it's so many other people is just like you. How about that? So I'm so glad you're able to express yourself and be able to get it out there, because holding it in and holding on your heart weakens the heart, it weakens the vessels. Sometimes we just gotta go on the live and get it out, right? Beautiful Stacy said, I am right on time. I've been trying to consistently post, but I'm over the social media drama. One thing about social media, it can be a little bit overwhelming. You can't let it go there. Listen, as well as you got to take a break from anything in life, sometimes you got to take a break off social media. I don't give there. I go a week or two. I've been months without going on social media, only because if I feel overwhelming, when it start making me sad, it's like what you don't see in other mediums, you'll see on social media. So what you don't see on a big 5, 7, 9, 32, NBC, all these other big ones, you'll see on social media. And sometimes it can be a little bit much. Okay. It could be very overwhelming. And I'll be like, you know what? Let me get off. Let me take a break, 24, 48, 72, a week, whatever, off social media to get my mental together. Let me just get my mental together. So yeah, understand, Stacy. You say I'm making a granny square bucket hat. It took me 2 hours to get to the end of that square, and it was still wrong. I had to throw it to the side and go to bed. Sometimes that's exactly what you got to do. I got to come back to you. I got to, as simple as things may appear to be, sometimes you got to put that thing down and say, you know what? I'll be back. I'll be back another day. You say I'm a granny square all of the time, but sometimes some things about yesterday was just not right. It be like that. You be like, I know what I'm doing. What is the problem? What happened? What had happened? So I'm glad you was wise enough to put it down and come back to it. Oh, go to H. Crochet said, Jaden, it's taking me 57 years to get to this point. What I have found, what works to me. Yeah. Sometimes it takes us time to, and always know, sometimes we say in life, and we all are guilty of this. I wish I would have known this sooner, but I'm glad to know it now. Yeah, I would have liked to have known it sooner, and I might have known it sooner, but didn't apply it to my life. But I'm glad to know it now so I can start implementing better habits to make me a better person, right? You say, I love when you say, hey, Stacy, it makes me feel at home. Girl, you should be at home. You should be at home. You're at home, girl. You at home. You right at home. Yes. You speaking to Stacy. You say, I'm almost 23 and I'm working so hard to figure it all out. But I know I need time to grow. Give yourself grace. Give yourself time. I don't care if you were 63. We got to give ourselves grace. Just like we asking our Heavenly Father to give us grace and mercy. Sometimes we don't give ourselves. Sometimes we can give that to everybody else. But when it comes to us, we like, why? No, give yourself some grace. So, and 23, to be that age again. Hey, Aisha, handmade item. She said, hi, Jeanette. I hope all is well. All is well. Okay. How are you doing today? It is so good to see you. You say, I have learned to say no to others that always expect you to be there for them, and they can never do or offer to do anything for you. So no is my favorite word to some. No, I didn't know how tough no was. I didn't know. I learned no at a young age, but I didn't know how no is. when it start affecting your mental health. Okay, when things start affecting your mental health, you got to say no. And you got, not maybe, it's got to be no. When it could be yes, be yes, because we all can use a hand, right? Everybody can use a hand. But sometimes you just got to be like, I ain't trying to get even, but you ain't there for me. Somebody say, don't fight fire with fire. I said, do what makes you feel good. Hey, good morning, Miss Tina from Craft by the Rose. She said, good morning, Jeanette. I gave you a thumbs up. Thank you for the thumbs up. I appreciate it so very much. You say, and I'll let the ads run. Hello, everyone in the chat room. I'm on my way home from vacation. I'll see you all soon. All right, Tina. Tina said she been on vacation. I don't know about what y'all been doing, but she been on vacation. My vacation is coming up really soon. Okay. You say, glad to hear you're figuring it out and realize that there is time to grow. You have plenty of years ahead of you. It will all come into place. Yes, it will. Everybody's speaking. That's what my friends keep telling me. Yes. 1000%. You can relate? Yes. Rose, I am still learning how to say no. I'm a people pleaser. Now, that has been me, Nisi, for Free Handly Made for the longest time. I thought sometimes we think we be doing people favors, but we really doing a disservice. Always being a yes person, you really doing yourself a disservice, and you doing the individual a disservice as well, because I like to do things because I want to do it, not because I feel obligated to do it. Not on all situations, right? But it takes practice. Hey, Aisha. Hey, Flo. Hey, Angela from Angie's Treasure. She said, happy Sunday, Jeanette, everyone. How are you today? It is so good to see you. Are you working on anything? I'm just saying. If you are, it's okay. But if you're not, that's okay too. Knit Pearls and Squirrel. Grady D said, to be 23 again. I was having a large time. Well, actually, from about age 16 to 22. Party girl. Let me tell you something. I'm glad. Listen, everybody, safe travels. Everybody speaking. Thank you guys for acknowledging each other. Everybody is speaking, which is always cool to do. Everything in life is about balance, and we all are standing on top of a ball trying to figure it out. Yeah, it is about balance. Everything is about balance, and we have to learn our balance. Okay, you have to learn how to balance things, and the way that you balance things is not overwhelming yourself. I think sometimes we get off balance is because we're trying to do too much for too many people. And by the time it's time for you to do something for yourself, you exhausted, you burnt out. So balancing is, I made sure I did something good for myself. And now I'm trying to help whoever else. I'm a prioritized type of person. So things has to be prioritized. Say, like, you know what? I need time to work out. I need time to pray. I need time to prep. I need time for certain things so that I can be the best version of myself. But when you don't prioritize things and you just got everything just coming to you all at once, you begin to become so overwhelmed. And guess what? Nothing really gets done. Only thing happens is you get a splendid headache and nothing's done. You know what I'm saying? And if anything is done, it's not done to your best quality of abilities. So I have learned to write things down. Okay, what do I need to do about this? Where I need to go? I write it down so I can actually see what am I doing throughout my day. I like to see it. I can go to the store for one thing and I write it down. I just need to know, what am I doing? Because I guess you have so many things. Well, I have so many things on my mind when I write it down, then I can begin to see what I'm doing and how well am I doing it. I don't know. Sometimes I be feeling like I'm all over the place and I don't like that feeling. I think I just may say no today. hey, try it out. Try it out. I start following some of the chat. I love everyone's energy. Oh, awesome. I know everybody is going to appreciate that. Oh, yeah. Yes. Tina said, I don't do nothing for nobody else before I do something for myself. It's always just self-preservation is always so good to do. Because when I'm doing something for somebody else, you get a better version of me versus if I didn't take care of myself. Like, it's important. I tried it the other way. It didn't work. Jada saying, glad to meet y'all. Yes. Hey, Vivian Van Life and Crafts. She said, hey, girl. Hey, Vivian, how are you? Thank you so much for popping in. I appreciate it so very much. So, you know, when I do my lives, I'm hoping that someone can get something that is helpful, that they can implement and apply in their everyday life. And that's what life is about. Having fun. It's not deep over here. You ain't got to worry about, oh, that was too deep. No, we like to keep it light. Light, you know, you got your own things that you deal with and all these things. So I don't like no heavy live. Like, ooh, that was heavy. You said, Adriana, man, it took me some time to get there, but it's like Jeanette said, when that mental is affected, it wears you down. Does it hurt to say no? Yes, but it makes you feel better. Yeah, it's just certain things just has to be at a no. It's just certain things. Like, man, no, I'm not going to be able to do that today. Maybe I can do it tomorrow. Maybe I can do it even later. But no, I can't do it right now. If you struggling telling someone no, change up the lingo. Maybe I can do it for you tomorrow, or maybe I can do it for you later on. Because sometimes no, because I think we so worried about the backlash of a no. If I say no to them, they can't wait to say no to me. So instead of saying no, maybe I could do that later for you, or maybe I could do that another day, because right now I got a lot going on. And so, you know, I'm kind of swamped, you know, even if you're on your way to bed. Oh, you on your way to bed. You're like, no, I can't do it. I've been so focused on making gifts as I do more knitting and crochet, but the hat I'm making is for me. The people I made stuff for will understand. And even if they don't, it's not about them. It's about you. Jeanette, what are you working on right now? All right. So initially I was working on a shrug. I was going to make me a little shrug, but now it is going to be a cardigan. It's going to be a cardigan. I changed it. It's my yarn. I can do what I wanna. Vivian said, I have to have that. I can't say no problem. I'm working on it though. Like I said, when you can't say no, just be like, you know what? Can we schedule another day, another time? Because I got some things going on right now. And that way you don't have to concern about, I said no. You just on a later time and a later date. I'm telling you, we be so concerned about the backlash, we can't say no. Jeanette, I'm going to talk to you as soon. Please feel free to run my playlist. Anyone that was able to help, I would appreciate. So Tina said, if you got time today to run her playlist, that will help her so very, very much. Yes. You are working on crochet flowers now. Awesome, Vivian. That is so cool. I tell people to ask me later, and I'm able to say no after that time. I think number 2 thing. sometimes things just, it just don't work out that way. I find it easy for people to tell me no, and I found it hard for me to tell them no. And I'm like, why is it so easy for them to tell me they can't do it? But when they need me, it's hard for me to tell them no. So I've learned to say, yeah, I ain't gonna be able to pull that one off. Life will teach you a lesson, you guys, if you are willing to learn the lesson. Life will teach you. If you don't learn the lesson, you will repeat the class over and over again. Is that a granny? Yes, I haven't made a cardigan yet, but I plan to here very, very soon. Yes, so this is a granny square. Listen, I ain't trying to be pulling those stitches apart. Let me pull that out a little bit. Yeah, it's a granny square. And this is the classic granny square. It's so many beautiful granny squares out here. It's like you could do so many different patterns, but this is the classic. Hey, my YT bestie, that's distinctly handcrafting. She said, hey to all my crafty friends. Hey, YT bestie, you are looking beautiful today. Thank you so much. How are you today? You say, Tina, I would get you playlist going. Oh, she's going to appreciate that so much. You say, Jaden, maybe later. Then they might forget. They might forget and they might not, right? You said, thank you. Yes. You said, I look forward to seeing it when you are done. Okay. Sometimes as much as I make things, you guys, I too be looking forward to seeing how things gonna look once it's done. Oh, really? You say, Nisi, I'm doing a hexagon cardigan, but using the modern crochet stitch is similar, but the granny lines up differently. Yeah, awesome. I have done that. The hexagon cardigan. This is gonna be a little bit different. I don't know. I'm free flowing this. It's gonna turn out nice. Every time I make something when I really don't be knowing what direction I'm going into, it usually turns out pretty awesome. You know what I mean? It usually turn out pretty awesome. Jeanette, that's some kind of you say, Jeanette, that's the same kind of that I am going to make. And I never make going to circles type things, but I'm going to try to do it. Awesome. Awesome, Miss Tina. You better work it, girl. Yeah. So this is to be continued. Okay, to be continued, but it's gonna be beautiful because I really love the color. I think I need another pop of color in here just to give it some flavor. Or I might do it all with just one color. I don't know. You're just gonna have to wait and see. I'm gonna have to wait and see. Okay. So we all on a wait to see list. But what I'm not gonna do is try to rush it. I want to enjoy the process. I want to be creative and really just work it in such a way where I feel like I did that. Okay. A lot of things I have to be so careful when I'm doing it because I usually get asking for tutorials afterwards. So I got to make sure I know exactly what I'm doing. I know I'm making plans to have a craft party whenever my friends and I reunite, I will be bringing hooks, needles, markers, and paper. Yeah, I have done that, and I haven't done that in a while. I used to have craft parties. Like, okay, hey, some of my close friends and family just come and see what I got. Hi, Christine. You say happy Sunday. Oh, happy Sunday to you. How are you today? Nisi is going to take a bit. I'm doing it at 2.5. Oh, one finger in weight yarn. I'm just just started it. So y'all, woo, that finger in weight yarn, y'all can have it. those small crochet hooks, y'all can have it. Now, I do use small crochet hooks when I'm crocheting, making thread earrings, because when you're making those threaded earrings, you do need those small hooks. But that is the only how and the only thing I make with those small needles. I think if I make anything with thread and I make it with a small hook and I try to sell it, oh, the price would be pretty pricey. It would be pretty pricey. So yeah, so I'm just gonna make this. Usually I use a large crochet hook when I'm making cardigans, but I started with this smaller hook, which is a J hook. So I started to frog this, but I was like, you know what? Just keep going and see. All right, Priscilla. I say just keep going and see where it takes you. And that's what I'm going to do. I'm just going to keep going and see where this thing takes me, because anybody got time to be frogging this right now? I'm just not even in the mood to frog anything right now. So that is what's going on. You say happy Sunday, Priscilla, Kelly, Tina, and everyone coming into the chat. I appreciate it so much. You know, when you're doing your live chats, just setting up some time for, I know some people when they do their live chat, they can just turn the camera on and go ahead and start chatting. It's a whole thing for me. I got to get the angle together. I got to get my project. I got to grab water. I got to grab my glasses. I got to have a fan on. It's a whole job, you all. Yes. For those of you who could just come on camera and start talking and nothing to it, kudos to you all. But for me, it's a whole process. Jeanette, I have made hooks to fit handles. The hooks left out. What you say? Left it out. I do micros. Oh, Jeanette, I have made hooks to fit handling the hooks. Left it out. My normal medium is sewing thread. Yeah. Yep. Jeanette, love you, but it's time to go back home. Take care. Love you all. All right, Miss Tina, I hope you had a great vacation, and we'll be seeing you soon. Ooh, that hook is too small for me. Ooh, child. Jeanette, I am still here. I am listening while I am clinging and making a smoothie. Thank you so much for those who are still here, hanging in there with me. You know, it's always good to come and chat it up with one another when you can. No pressure. No pressure, just when you can. Elaine from Passion Yarn said hello to everyone that is coming in. I hope you guys all had a chance to like the video. So I got y'all. I got these tutorials coming y'all way. And I like I said, I have to do these tutorials. And where does hair come from? I don't know. I have to do these tutorials as I feel like doing them, because the way that my editing has to be when I'm doing tutorials, it made it took 10 minutes for me to do that tutorial, but the whole process could take a half an hour. You know, when you're getting everything together and trying to double check to make sure people can see it clearly, hear it clearly, all of the things. Okay, it's only, you said, Jada said, the only reason I have a small hook is because I used to make bracelets out of little rubber band. Oh, okay, with my dad when they were popular in school. Oh, awesome. Awesome. My mom used the thread yarn with those smaller hooks. She loved making doilies. Those are the perfect thing to make doilies with and make like earrings, smaller items. I haven't made a doily in a while. Rose said she was my teacher when I was a very little girl. Yes. You say I'm a glutton for punishment. Laugh out loud. Just love the micro and lace, micro amigurumis, blankets, jewelry, you name it. You like what you like. You gotta find that likeness. You know what I mean? You gotta find, like, my favorite crochet hooks are H, I, and J, and sometimes K. But J is gotta be my number one crochet hook. So a lot of my projects are with the letter J. But some people like the bigger ones, some people like the smaller ones. So you gotta, you gotta play around with some hooks to see which one is your favorite. Because we all got a favorite yarn, we got a favorite thread, we got a favorite stitch, all other things. We got a favorite. So that's my favorite. And double crochet is like my favorite stitch to do. I'll do all the other stitches. I will do them, but double crochet, half double crochets are my favorite stitches. I'll do any stitch though. It doesn't matter, but do what makes you feel good. That's all. I'll tell anybody. Do what make you feel your best. Whatever that project is, whatever that yarn is, whatever anything is, it gotta bring me some type of joy, y'all. Cause where I'm at in life, it definitely cannot be bringing me pain. How is the weather where everyone is at? It's 90. I think. Am I right, Gloria? Do it supposed to be like 91 today here in Chicago? 91, 92, something like that. Thank you, Gloria, for dropping Angie's treasure links. Yeah, it's supposed to be in the 90. How's the weather where you guys gonna be at? Is it raining? It was raining a little bit earlier. It did stop. It stopped, but y'all already know. Yeah, y'all already know. It is so rainy here, but I love it. Oh, awesome. As long as you love it, because I know the trees and the grass and the farmers, they all love it. It's sunny in the late, in the late 70s. Oh, in my part of Iowa. Okay. Yep. Hot and humid. You already know. Yeah, for the next few days, Gloria, I'm thinking for the next few days it's going to be like that. But honey, my AC works because I have to stay cool. And so I got so many things I'm trying to do, but it takes a little time to get those things sorted out and done with. So I'm trying to do everything in stages and increments because I cannot afford to overexert myself. You know what I'm saying? Because it ain't gonna benefit nobody, not even me. It's not gonna benefit anyone, not even myself. We are in the high 90s in Maryland. Woo, child. My house stay at 68. Okay, that's what's up. Well, I do just have my wind. I love natural air. So usually first thing in the morning, I'll start open up all my windows and have the fans going because I like that nice little breeze coming in and coming all through the house. I love that. I love that. You are so welcome. Yeah, I love the natural air. Just, y'all, listen. Even though, like, sometimes when I'm driving, I be trying to have just like my window down, but the way that my body heats up, it be telling me if you don't turn on that air in 3 seconds, okay? If you don't turn on that air right here and right now, you're going to be in trouble, Jeanette. So I listen to it and I go ahead and turn it on because ain't nobody got time to be falling out behind the wheel. I'm trying to figure out dinner. I'm tired of figuring that out every day. Well, we got to eat, Stacy. We got to eat. We got to eat. You probably got to start meal prepping and planning it out. Plan it out to make it go by a little bit more, easier for yourself, okay? Be kind to yourself. Sometimes you got to write it out like, okay, we're going to have this and that this day and this and that day and this and that. But sometimes you just don't know what to make. You're like, I don't know. Was raining. Now it's 85 degrees here in Houston. Girl, Houston, y'all, ooh, those tornadoes hitting down. 83 degrees feels like 84. We had about 4 days of summer and headed back into winter already. It's been, oh man, our year. Everyone is so hot, yet I'm needing my heat on. Really? Oh, child, if I put some heat on me right now, it won't be good. It will not. And I repeat, it will not be good. Okay. You see, I got this top that I'm wearing right now. It is so thin and I love it so much. I think I got it from a store here in Chicago called Burlington. Um, oh, 62 degrees Fahrenheit. That's see, that would consider warm weather for me. Yeah, I love the 60. It's very pleasant. Very pleasant. But that could be cooler weather for someone else. So it's warm weather for me. Thank you for coming back, Priscilla from Distinctly Handcrafted. I was mentioning you earlier about your handbags that you sells and make. So if you can drop your link, Priscilla, that would be so awesome. So if you guys are interested or looking for some new handbags, see what you got available. That's Priscilla from Distinctly Handcrafted. We should always be wanting to shout each other out and help each other out any chance that we get, because you just never know how someone could be shouting you out and helping you out. Because if I didn't have the folks on here that was shouting me out and helping me out, I would not have the channel that I have. A lot of you all, I wouldn't know who you are. A lot of you all know about DOYcreations through someone else. And I'm so glad. I'm so glad you took a chance on seeing who I am and what I was about. I'm so thankful. You said, hey guys, my time has come to an end. Gotta finish dinner for today. Blessings to you all and have a wonderful day. Blessings to you as well. And you have the most amazing day. Thank you so much for being here with me and us. What do you think of crochet rings? I got gifted one and it's been helping me, but I want to be able to work without it. Well, you know what? You can work without it. It all depends on how you hold your your yarn. Yeah. It's all about how you hold your yarn. You talking about the crochet ring where it kind of like guides your yarn. I never use it. Here is the link to my website for project bags and more. So if you guys want to check out some beautiful, okay, notion pouches, bags, etc., please check out Distinctly Handcrafted and check out her link, her channel as well, guys. You said bye. Oh, you're so welcome. You said take care. Yeah, practice does make perfect. You got to get used to it, because I know that became very, very popular. Those rings. Yeah, I'm multitasking, making a baseball hat or cap, and put my roast in the oven and meat on for my mustard spinach and turnip green. Girl, she's Gloria, you getting it in. Ooh, spinach and turnip greens. That sounds so good. All right, girl, I'll be right over. I'll come over. You ain't got to eat by yourself. I'll help you out. Yeah, the ones that hold the tension. Yeah, I've been using it sometimes to practice without after. Yeah, they're great to have. They're great. However, like you said, you be doing it with and without. That's smart. Do it both ways. And Distinctly Handcrafted said this is her channel link. So please check her out. That would be so awesome. My ring helps when I have nails. Okay. You say, oh, roast. She doing a roast. She say, come on back. Woo. Vivian said, what time is dinner? Oh, everybody headed over Miss Gloria house. Okay, Nisi, take care. Have a wonderful day. Thank you so much for hanging out. I think the rings are good for if you are using a rough yarn. Help stop the tension burn. Yeah. It has its purpose of, you know what I'm saying? They have its purpose, but I guess I never use them for any reason. So with know how to use it with or without. You say, Jaden saying, at Single Handcrafted, your bags are so beautiful. Yes, they are. I know, Stacy. Everybody headed on Miss Glow Crochet Gloria house. Ah, she said I had a taste of. Oh, yes. Hey, my beautiful friend, Mimi. Cozy Beehive Handmade. She said, good morning, my beautiful friends. What's up, Mimi? How are you today? It is so good to see you. You say, I have tons of rings, but I don't be using them. Yeah, I'm so used to not using them. Yeah. So it's all about, you know what I mean? What you like. You said, I'm on my final attempt at rebuilding here in YouTube. I was banned from making videos. How? Banned from making videos on my other channel because I mentioned what? It's always good to see you as well. If I had cash, I would get that wonderful strawberry one on site. Yes, eventually you can get it. Wow, you can't even say certain words. That's why I'm very selective of what I say. That is a little extreme. I'm very selective. And you know what? We don't mean any harm, but I don't even know how they interpret that as being like, that don't even, oh. I don't use a ring, but last night I did make a finger project that has a spot for the yarn to sit in for those nasty rough yarn. Yeah. I just don't even know. Yep. So I can see and comment, but not allowed to make videos. I just started over. I'm at 40 subscribers. Wow. That is, you said actually 30. That is crazy. That is so crazy. I don't even know what's going on there of why they will be doing that. Wow. You say my hands are used to assuming the crochet position. I don't think I could use the ring. It will confuse me. Yeah. Especially if you're not used to doing it, right? I'm not used to it. They should know there are several ways to craft from all over the world. Some works better for others. I hope this new setup works well for you. Wow. You said, yep, that's right. I did not mean any harm, but they banned me and they took my videos down. It seemed like, is it anyone you can, is it anyone you can contact? You know what I mean? You said, that's crazy. And I got nailed for using the name. And you notice I'm not saying the name. Me too. Wow, I'm like you, Priscilla. That's too extreme. Hey, Rosie Posey, how are you today? Wow, that is a little bit extreme. We have to be so, it's everything is so sensitive nowadays. And what people are really saying here, nothing happens to their channel. Because I know some people that saying some things that is kind of questionable, and nothing happens to their channels. Can't be too careful. That's why I'm not saying the word, because I don't want nothing to happen on mine, because it could be a little bit too much. It could be a little bit too much. I don't like that at all. Thank you, Priscilla. Let me see right here. Thank you, Priscilla. She said, please help out our friend Mimi rebuild her channel after it was unfairly treated. There's the link. If you guys are don't mind going over there and showing some love and support. Her craft is beautiful, amazing. Her work is amazing. Positivity, just encouraging. That's our beautiful friend Mimi from the new channel. Wow. You said that's just wrong. I think that may be against their own. Yeah. Wow. I can't even stop saying wow, because I didn't. It sounds so preposterous. I was just trying to show people exactly like Priscilla said, that there are different ways of crafting all over the world. It's kind of where I was going with that, but it backfired on me. And there's no way that should have been a backlash. There's absolutely no way it should have been a backlash. Hey, Lydia from Yarn Works and Crafts and More. She said, good morning, Jeanette, and everyone in the chat. I'm working on a round knitted loom, making a 3 yarns of cotton, making a rounded pot holder. Yes, don't say it. No, I'm not going to say it, because I've seen some bad stuff on YT years ago, and now, and nothing is done. It breaks my heart that innocent people are being attacked. Those are the ones that get attacked, the ones that really don't mean any harm. What I will say on this channel, and I'm doing shorts, it seems to be going well, so I'm going to go with it. Thank you, Vivian. Vivian says she went to join your channel. Yes. Wow. It's just amazing how things goes, you guys. It's just amazing how that just I can't call it. I cannot call it. It's some things. I'm so like intentional of what I say and what I do out here on social media. I'm so intentional, because it can be misinterpreted as something else, when I know for a fact it really didn't mean how it's being interpreted. So you just got to be careful out here, and let that just be like you say, you got to say another word, or just put it across the screen versus actually saying it. You know what I'm saying? You say, I'm very well. Let me go down. You say, I'm very well, just getting some chores around the house done. My son went with his grandparents for the afternoon. If I have time, I want to crochet a fairy for my sister's birthday. She loves fairies. Awesome. That'll be a nice surprise, right? Apparently knitting can mean different things around the world. You all can Google that. Just do not say it. Laugh out loud. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. It's just the era that we living in, y'all. It's just the times that we are in. But if you guys, any links that's dropped, I hope you guys got an opportunity to join those links and join those channels, because it's always good to see what someone else is talking about. Where I'm crocheting and gardening is all good. Oh, awesome. Yeah. No, probably that's really makes me angry that I am many streets and some creations just should not be on because of their action. But crochet And a word, seriously, I know. I know. Simply wrong. I agree. I agree. We all agree. But when it's, when you don't have those type of control over that, we just got to follow their rules and guidelines, right? No, it's not always right, but if it's their rules and their guidelines, let's just try to adhere to it so that we don't have future problems, right? All right, you guys, I'm getting ready to head on out of here myself before it rains again. I got an errand to run, and I prefer doing it dry and not wet. I love you guys, and I thank you so much for taking the time out to hang out with me today. Um, if you miss any videos, make sure you go back and check it out. If you're not part of my second channel, which is a more vlog channel where I'm cooking and cleaning and doing all the things over there, please check out my second channel, which is DOY Life. That would be so awesome. Oh no, I will miss you. You need to stop it. Yes. Oh, you're so welcome. So thank you guys again for hanging out. If you didn't have a chance to thumbs up the video, please take a second out to give this video a thumbs up. It helped with the algorithm and all those different things that goes on in these YT streets. I love you guys. Have a wonderful day. And remember, be kind to yourself. Be gentle. Be gentle on yourself as well as others. But don't forget about yourself. Jeanette, I am loving that crochet bag you made. Oh, yeah, that's the tutorial coming up next. Oh, I forgot to say, I tried out the bread recipe. How did it turn out? Wait a minute, Priscilla. Okay, you'll make a short. All right, Elaine, and Golden Age Crochet, and Vivian, and Angie, and all of you all, Gloria, you all, my sister that came in. Thank you guys so much. Have a wonderful and blessed day. And I'll see you guys later on in these YouTube streets. Okay. Okay. All right, you guys. Love you all. I'll see you all later. Bye for now.